So, Mr. Ambassador, His Excellency Charles Whiteley, and the representative of European Union delegation to Bangladesh, dear Erasmus Mundus Joint Degree Program alumni and students, I welcome you to the virtual EMA Day celebration that we are organizing in Bangladesh. In an ideal situation, we would have meet each other face to face in a nice place, but such is the environment. We still have to conduct our meetings and events virtually. So I would like to welcome our chief guest. Thank you very much for taking out your time and joining us on a Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. It is a weekend for people who work in Bangladesh. So I really appreciate that people from EUD, European Union delegation to Bangladesh, they have joined us in our celebrating event. So moving forward, this is going to be the agenda. We're not going to make the event much longer because it is a Saturday. We don't want to keep you waiting for a long time. So at the beginning, I'm just going to talk about why we are here and then move forward to other agendas. So I welcome you, as I already did, again to EMA Day 2021. We are celebrating this event in coordination and in relation with Erasmus Days. So this is the 5th edition of Erasmus Days. And this year, there are more than 5,000 events happening around the world. And ours is one of these 5,000 events. What is Erasmus Days? So Erasmus Plus is a flagship program of the European Commission. So 5 years ago, European Commission, they started celebrating Erasmus Day. So if you are a beneficiary of Erasmus Plus Fund, Erasmus Plus Scholarship, it is time for you to celebrate, to meet other fellow Erasmus Plus beneficiaries and exchange ideas and look forward what can be done in the future of Erasmus Plus. Now coming back to EMA, EMA is a student and alumni association of people who have studied or are studying Erasmus Mundus joint degree programs. Previously, PhD programs were also part of these joint degree programs, but later European Commission, they shifted the PhD programs to Marie Curie funding in options. So now currently Amgmd is Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Degree only deals with master degree students. You will be happy to know that we have more than 12,000 members of EMA that are spread across 179 countries. We basically cover almost the whole planet. And we have good collaboration of European Union delegation in many countries. Alumni and country representatives that are representing EMA in different countries, they often work with alumni, current students, and EUD to promote Erasmus Plus and Amgmd programs in those countries. They try to raise awareness, the opportunities that are available, and give advice and suggestion to prospective students so they can also get this absolutely wonderful opportunity that we ourselves have got. And EMA Day, what is EMA Day? Every year, one day, EMA celebrates its founding day. So EMA was founded 15 years ago. So it has already a 15-year-old teenager, you can say. So every year we celebrate its birthday. One day we try to, for the last 5 years, we're trying to align this with Erasmus Days. So this year, the theme is looking forward. We are coming out of a pandemic, vaccination rates are going up, hospitalization rates are going down. So we are looking forward in the future, especially in these challenging times, what we can do to promote these Erasmus Plus programs and Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Degree programs. So now we have talked about EMA. Now coming back to Bangladesh. Bangladesh has been a very, very active member of EMA since the very beginning. We have more than 700 members. who have benefited directly from this Erasmus Mundus joint degree programs. We had our first country representative from 2011. He is among us, Associate Professor Sajjad Hossain. We are very happy to have him. We also had CRs from 2014, Dr. Ramkrishna Majumdar. And then from 2016 onwards, we had Mr. Ashiqur Rahman. So we had 3 country representatives that represented our country. And yeah, I'll just give more the floor to my colleague. He's another current country representative. I'm going to give the floor to him, Said Mohammad Bakir Bhai. Please take over. I think I've spoken a couple of lines more than. Please carry on.
Thank you, Mr. Rajan Bhaiya. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon from my side. Thanks to our beloved Erasmus Mundus current students, alumni, respected speakers, and a very special thanks to Honourable Ambassador for joining the event and making his time on Saturday. This is Said Mohammad Bakir, one of the country representative for Bangladesh of IMA, welcoming you again to the IMA Day celebration. So as my colleague, Mr. Rajan Bhaiya has already spoken about IMA and IMA Day celebration, I will focus to IMA Bangladesh. So IMA Bangladesh has been working smoothly with the lead of different CR from 2011. Now, Mr. Rajan has already introduced some of them. And we are proud to say that we are in such a position where the other countries are following our footsteps. So I will now focus what are the goals of Imabiti is. Rajan, kindly change the slide. Yes. So our goals is to spread awareness and promote Erasmus Mundus or Erasmus Plus programs to the student community of Bangladesh, and assistance and guidance to the prospective applicants regarding starting from writing motivation letter and how to submit through the portals that is given by the different programs, and what are the different documents are needed by individual programs, what are the deadlines, and whatever they need. They can reach to us through our email address, through our personal connections at any time they want, and we try to assist and guide them. Then we follow the social, academic, and professional networks. We maintain the chain and network where our alumni are currently in, whether around the world or in Bangladesh, and we try to connect the current student to our alumni to have more opportunities for the current students to have in future. And definitely collaboration with local higher education organizations. And this one particularly, I will talk about 1 or 2 minutes regarding this, as because of we are limited into a very short time. And lastly, not but the least, we also follow or try to spread the opportunities that is given by EU through the Erasmus Plus programs to the students around the world. So Rajan, please, the next slide. Yes, so these are some of the activities, the screenshot of some of the activities in last 4 months of 2021. And currently, in this year, we have a particular IMA Bangladesh local volunteer team, and we are very thankful to them. They are the most interesting part is they are all alumni of Erasmus Mundus program or the current students. And we have formed a team of 15 members who will be dedicatedly working in perspective of promoting Erasmus Plus scholarship around Bangladesh. And there have been a lot of webinars, events, get-togethers, trainings, programs from 2011. And from 2021, from this year, we have changed these to a different milestone. We have already done 20 webinars in different universities around Bangladesh, not only focusing onto the current main cities where it has been used to. So we are not only focusing Dhaka or Chittagong for the universities where they are located in Dhaka or Chittagong, rather we are going to rural areas. The students, sometimes they don't have the opportunity or they don't have the news regarding this scholarship. So we are trying to reach them. So we can proudly say we have already done 20 events like this and more 10 in our hand. So after the year, we will be concluding with 30 spread programs. Then we have our future plan. Now, our first focus was to reach to the students, and next year we will try to have 6 or 7 universities from any cities and do one single program, and we'll try to reduce the number of the webinars. Rather, we will be able to reach more students, and this is really a great step taken by us, the IMA Bangladesh. And what you can see is now what we have been doing in Bangladesh for the last couple of years, more than 100+ events. These are some of the screenshots where the students are very much attentive and very much curious to know about the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Rajan bhai, as I have already said that some of the other countries are trying to follow our footsteps, and definitely the number talks, and we can see that the number of Erasmus Mundus students every year, how it is increasing. If we compare with the other year, starting from 2019, in 2021, we are proud that Bangladesh is one of the three positions around the world to have the highest number of students getting the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, and that is 139. And with this one, I will just try to focus where our alumni are. They are all over the world. They are in Bangladesh. They are the university teachers, me, myself, Rajan bhai, and the others here are the researchers around different parts of the world. They are at the government service, policymakers, and UN programs as well. So with the theme of this year's IMA Day celebration, for the 2022, we are looking forward to have more than 150 Erasmus Mundus scholars next year to have the scholarship. And I will conclude my speech here. And thank you again for listening to me. Rajan bhai, we cannot hear you. You'll have to unmute.
Yeah, thank you very much. So if you have any question, want to get in contact, that is our email address. So yeah, that is our introductory session. And now what we want is a little experience sharing from our previous country representative. So first, I would request our previous former country representative of EMA for Bangladesh, Dr. Ramkrishna Majumdar, to share his experience, tell us a little bit about the history. He has been here since a long time, history of EMA and how EMA is doing things these days. So I request Mr. Dr. Ramkrishna Majumdar to please unmute and share his thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you perfectly.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for organizing this nice EMA Day. And my name is Ramkrishna Majumdar. I'm currently working as a postdoctoral researcher in a US university. And I was really fortunate enough to have a master's scholarship through Erasmus Mundus platform to study earthquake engineering, which is really important for earthquake-prone country like Bangladesh. So this Erasmus event actually made me really nostalgic because I was fortunate enough to support Erasmus Mundus Association in Bangladesh to organize the first EMA Day way back in 2013 on 10th of October, I guess. And we are the country that has the highest turnout, and we became first within that competition. I think many of our current alumni might not know that, because at that time when we have this EMA is grown up from 2011, we had only a few alumni working within the Bangladesh. And as you can see from our previous country representatives presentation, that our EMA in Bangladesh has been grown up, and it has been one of the most influential, I would say, within the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, because we have been received scholarship within the past top 5 countries in the last 5 or 6 years. So as being a Erasmus Mundus Alumni Association in Bangladesh, we made it really great progress within the Bangladesh. And as you can see that currently we have probably 30,000 plus member within the Erasmus Mundus Facebook group, they are subscriber, and we also able to grow a really larger community within the Bangladesh. However, when I look back to the support from officially, like we didn't have much support from official partnership. I could only remember Jui Chakma and also Mr. Akram and Mr. Raphael from European delegation. They were really supportive for us to organize the Erasmus welcome events. But whatever the event, you can see these large 60 plus events that have been made in last 2 years, that mostly voluntarily organized by these 3 key members with association with the other Erasmus Mundus students and alumni. So I'd like to emphasize that EMA as a Bangladeshi student organization voluntarily, we could support European commissions and European delegation missions, and we can be a potential partner to reach out the diversity, promote the culture, and whatever the mission that aligns with our target. And this alumni association also became really helpful for us to enrich the networkship and professional network within not only the outside of Bangladesh, also within our Erasmus Mundus alumni in Bangladesh. So as a whole, as a EMA Bangladesh, we made a really good progress, but I would urge our today's ambassador that if we could get a little bit of support from you as a organization, we could really do a great job. Like I am one of the alumni from DART scholarship as well. So we know there are some support from the other embassies as well. So we urge that if we could get some platform from you, we could grow up highly and motivate more students and reach out more people, and together we can really make it great in future. So I'm not going to take any more time, so I'd like to probably pass over, and thank you for organizing, and good luck everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Ramkrishna Majumdar. Next, I will kindly request our first seer of EMA Bangladesh, Architect Sajjad Hussain. He is currently the Associate Professor of Department of Architecture, MIST, and his tenure was 2011-2013. And please, Mr. Sajjad Hussain.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bakir, and thank you for inviting me. I'm really delighted to see all of you here, and I'm also very much pleased and honored to be present here. I'm very much thankful to His Excellency Charles Whiteley, Ambassador and Head to the EU delegation to Bangladesh. And thank you very much for coming here and attending the program and contributing. I would like to thank the organizer for organizing such a good event. And of course, I would like to mention that when the first Alumni Association was officially formed in 2011, we didn't have that much alumni here. Most of the scholarship holders were abroad, and but we, with the help of delegations to Bangladesh, organized different events. But nowadays, after such a long time, I can see that the Alumni Association has grown up a lot. There are many events they are organizing, and the alumni are doing really good, and they are contributing to the development of South Asia and Bangladesh in a different way, in different capacities. So one thing I must mention that if we compare it with 2011, when the Erasmus Mundus Alumni Association in Bangladesh first started, with the present situation, we can see a lot more vibrant, lot more active, lot more participatory, lot more stronger alumni association right now, where we have got alumni who are working in different fields and in very important positions, and they are contributing at their highest level. So I also think that these alumni, the contribution of these alumni may be addressed further. I can also say that from 2011 to till now, with the help of a very cordial cooperation of the EU delegation to Bangladesh, we took different steps. We engage alumni, we engage interested students, many events. But I think we can also think about a new dimension. We can also think to add some new dimension to the activities. We can also think to engage the mentionable alumni or other alumni association who are doing really good to different activities and development activities initiated by EU delegation in Bangladesh or even in South Asia. So what will happen, the Erasmus Mundus associations or the alumni or even the whole European Union activities will get more exposure, because these EU Erasmus Mundus alumni is one of the contribution, is a result of the contribution of EU delegation in Bangladesh, because they were strongly engaged in every event. So I think it is a very good time if European EU delegation in Bangladesh takes some initiatives to engage the alumni of Erasmus Mundus in their development initiatives in Bangladesh and even in South Asia. So the exposure will be more stronger, and people will know about the Erasmus Mundus alumni, Erasmus Mundus program, the impact of Erasmus Mundus program. Because I think the Erasmus Mundus program itself is a fantastic program that is making a huge impact, not only in the higher education sector, but also in the development sector of Bangladesh and in South Asia. So I think this contribution, should be focused and this should be exposed more. And that may be the next step at this moment. I think we all can contribute, we all can take part, we all can add some values. So with these remarks, I would like to conclude my talks and speak. And I think His Excellency Charles Whiteley, Ambassador and Head EU delegation, will also focus on that in future. So thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for organizing this event. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Our first country representative for Bangladesh, Sajjad Hossain Bhai. So in the wider world, as I have read in the letter from our ambassador, that in the wider world, the EU and Bangladesh have much in common, including UN peacekeeping and faith in multilateral solution in global problems, and also engagement on all aspects of climate change. There is also scope for people-to-people ties and spreading the word of the flagship European program to the most brightest and the most talented people and the students of Bangladesh, so they can get this opportunity to go to Europe, get education, get skill, and come back and help in the development of Bangladesh. Thank you. Now I would like to request our previous country representative for Bangladesh, who is now the Vice President of EMA. He is leading the whole organization along with the President, and who during his tenure as CR has done some wonderful events and a lot of awareness programs in Bangladesh. I would ask Mr. Ashiqur Rahman to please share his experience and enlighten us about your thoughts.
Thank you so much. Rajan, am I audible to you all?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, very perfect. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. And greetings to all from Spain. I'm Ashiqur Rahman, Vice President of Erasmus Mundus Association, professionally working at the Spanish National Research Council as a Marie Curie Research Fellow. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer my sincere thanks to His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador Sir Whiteley, Head of Delegation of the European Union to Bangladesh, for your valuable time and kind presence to this globally celebrated Erasmus Mundus Association Day 2021. Apparently, my sincere thanks goes to EMA Bangladesh team for arranging this prestigious Erasmus alumni get-together event. And thanks goes to Ms. Jui Chakma, Program Officer, Program Manager from EUD, for your valuable time and nice collaboration. It's a great pleasure to thanks to all of the Erasmus alumni, EMA members, current Erasmus students, new Erasmus beneficiaries, invited guests, technical team, and all of the others for your enthusiastic participation here to this virtual event. Please accept my sincere salutation on behalf of Erasmus Mundus Association. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all new 139 Erasmus Mundus beneficiaries 2021 who just started and about to start their Erasmus journey. Just a little bit about Erasmus Mundus Association to all who are very new here today. Erasmus Mundus Association, we are an association for students and alumni of Erasmus Mundus master and doctoral programs. We are directly linked to the European Commission. We care about higher education and its broad intercultural benefits on our way to get self-sustainable and influence higher education and society. We founded in 2006 as an initiative from Director General of Education and Culture of European Commission. We do have 12,000 plus members across 170 plus countries. We are a big association, of course. And from 2015, officially, we are Brussels-based politically independent NGO. And the whole association is volunteer-driven. There is no paid position. So we are here, all are like volunteers. And we are the part of Knowledge Alliance that is known as Erasmus Students and Alumni Alliance, that is known as ESSA. Basically, we are trying to spread awareness for Erasmus Mundus scholarships, Erasmus Plus mobility program, Erasmus Plus like quality. We are trying to ensure the quality of those types of programs, as well as we are promoting higher education, European higher education. We are trying to make a community where we offer personal learning and professional development opportunities. We are supporting our members before, during, and after the completion of their higher studies through Erasmus Mundus program. This year, we are turning out 15 years. So offering up 15 years of inspiration for students and alumni around the world, EMA shows that together we can really leverage networking for a better tomorrow. EMA Day or Erasmus Day has been an excellent opportunity for alumni to network with other members, turn ideas into successful global projects, and inspire others to follow their dreams. So let's come back to Erasmus Mundus Association Bangladesh. Of course, Bangladesh is a land of talents. We do have a large number of highly talented young students who have the potential to take part in the global economic progress in their journey to develop a better world. In Bangladesh, we do have more than 750 alumni, including present students. We do have 1,000 Erasmus scholars in Bangladesh. And among the alumni, most of our alumni are like they are working to the universities throughout the world, not only in Bangladesh. Our alumni are like everywhere in teaching profession, government service, national and multinational companies, different policy making positions. They are doing job in like United Nations, lot of different places. We could say like EMA Bangladesh alumni are everywhere. So here in Bangladesh, we are trying to striving the impact to the world at large by promoting higher education. We are trying to empowering and promoting the social and economic inclusion, promoting equity, social cohesion, and active citizenship. We're trying to create an environment conducive to enhance lifelong learning and mobility for Bangladeshi youth. We are strengthening dialogue on education, policy, employment, and environmental, social, political, or we could say like economic development. Basically, we are providing a platform to develop leaders and change makers for tomorrow and commit to promote the sustainable development goal. Therefore, I must tell you that without having any proper noticeable cooperation from anywhere, we are still doing a great job. And Bangladeshi Erasmus alumni are doing great job. They are doing a great events in Bangladesh. I have to inform you that in every year, more than 400,000 students who somehow connected with Erasmus network, Erasmus Mundus Alumni Association's network, and they get benefit from this network. In our Facebook group, like every year, there is more than thousands of post comments, requests, informations, a lot of opportunity they are getting from this types of platform. Apparently, EMA Bangladesh can find any collaboration. If we can find any collaboration from any EU-based agencies, embassies, or by any means, I think it will be a win-win situation for all. Having my experience with Global Erasmus Mundus Association, I have found that those countries have a close collaboration with EUD and Erasmus Mundus Association. There is a lot of activities alumni are doing for the country, and European education is promoting. That is actually our main thing. We want to be the stakeholder for promoting European higher education. So I'd like to seek your kind attention, Mr. Ambassador, here in this regard, to have a close collaboration among us. Of course, we do have a close collaboration from long before, but if we can continue these types of collaboration in order to promote European education throughout the country. By this means, we can at least contribute to Bangladesh that we have learned throughout our Erasmus journey, Erasmus studies, as well as we can promote EU, what EU has done for us, or what Europe is doing and what is the future for all. So perhaps we could initiate some new projects for Bangladesh. At least we can organize some education fair. At least we can organize some awareness event in Bangladesh. And of course, my invitation from now on for EU delegation that I did like last 3-4 years, that we want someone as a representative from EUD to our events in Bangladesh, because we are doing a lot of great events. Within last 3 months, we have done more than 30 events in 13 different universities. And when we mean universities, that means the participant number is more than 5,000 in every universities. So perhaps it would be a win-win situation for both sides. Before finish, I must acknowledge all the great initiatives and activities that European Union delegation is doing for Bangladeshi youths in order to shape their higher education, higher study destination in Europe. As I always tell, Bangladesh is a land of opportunity. I would like to request to open up all the doors for collaboration, and hopefully we'll meet in person very soon. Keep in mind, once Erasmus, always with Erasmus Mundus Association. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ashiqur Rahman, for your wonderful speech. And now this is the time that we are all waiting for. Now this is the time for our chief guest, His Excellency Charles Whiteley, Ambassador and Head Delegation of the European Union to Bangladesh, to have his speech. Ambassador, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a great pleasure to be here. And thank you, first of all, to the Erasmus Mundus Association for all the work you're doing. It's an amazing commitment. I'm really bowled over by what's happened since I was last in Bangladesh. I served here in 2005 to 2009 in a different capacity as deputy of the office delegation, and coming back now and seeing the number of, first of all, the number of Erasmus Mundus beneficiaries has doubled in that time is really amazing. And I think a lot of that is down to your work. And thank you to Rajan Wuyan as the present country representative, and to all the previous country representatives and members of the network who've really shown this commitment. I was quite staggered when I was reading some statistics about Erasmus, just how many people's lives it's influenced, not only in Bangladesh, but as you've been talking about, in the wider world. So since its launch in 1987, there are approximately 9 million people who've participated in Erasmus-related events. And I think that shows the potential for programs like this to reach so many people across the world. And clearly, the great resource for us as an institution or as a supranational organization, the European Union, is the fact that not only have the beneficiaries seen Europe, studied in Europe and learned about Europe, but they've brought back Europe in a sense with them. As you said, Mr. Ashiqur Rahman, once an Erasmus Mundus, always an Erasmus Mundus. And I think that's a very nice way of putting it, because I hope it creates also friendships and people-to-people links, which is something we're more and more interested in. You know, we have our growing trade ties with Bangladesh. We have our growing political ties. But what's really critical in the modern world is people-to-people links and understanding each other's cultures and ways of thinking and behaviors. So I think Erasmus is a critical vehicle for that. And again, thank you for all you're doing to promote it. I think it's even more interesting now as we live through the sort of end days, I hope, of the pandemic, that we revive these ties and we're able again to move back to seeing each other in person. And I'm very committed to doing what we can as the European Union delegation to help you pass the message of Erasmus Mundus all across Bangladesh. I think what I'll do and try to do as ambassador is wherever I go in Bangladesh, on whatever mission, trade missions, civil society missions, political engagements, I will try to include a stop that is relevant to Erasmus, whether that be in a university or meeting local alumni, etc., etc. So that's what I hope to do. And I think the fact you're having so many events, we'll certainly very much hope to contribute as much as we can to that. I think Erasmus has so many dimensions, but moving perhaps a few more formal remarks, I think we're very pleased that Erasmus has this development dimension because it is promoting acumen amongst people across the world. And that's in line with our European consensus for development, which is all about inclusive and equitable education, including tertiary education. And also education is vital for realizing the SDGs. And I've seen another thing that has amazed me about Bangladesh is quite how far Bangladesh is leaping ahead in terms of development indicators and on all fronts, really. I think there was a report yesterday about how hunger has been diminished in Bangladesh in recent years. And you compare that to some of the neighboring countries, you see quite what a powerhouse Bangladesh is becoming across many areas, but also in the education field. And that also feeds into skills. We as the European Union have been supporting education in Bangladesh for quite some time, and we're going to move more and more into technical and vocational training here in terms of the support we do. And that's because, according to some statistics we have, the demand, of course, for highly skilled people is increasing. And in the period up to 2025, half of all jobs are projected to require high-level qualifications. So really, it's all about the race to improve skills and increase skills in every country in the world. But that also applies, of course, here in Bangladesh. I'm very happy to say, and maybe you already know this, that for the new Erasmus program, which will run from 2021 to 2027, the European Commission has doubled the budget. So the previous period, there was 14 billion, and for the new period, we'll have 28 billion. And I think that shows the degree to which we want to invest in these people-to-people links. And that should provide learning and mobility opportunities to up to 12 million people, which compares to 4 million in the current program. So I'm very happy to note the increase in Bangladesh's involvement. It's amazing that so many Bangladeshis are now taking advantage of the joint master's degree scholarship, an increase of so many over the years. 15% of all Asian Erasmus Mundus scholarships went to Bangladeshi students, and I really hope that continues and increases. And as has been mentioned, since 2004, almost 1,000 Bangladeshi nationals have taken part in the scholarship program. So we will work with you, and I very much look forward to meeting you in person. And I hope we can really make Bangladesh an Erasmus Mundus champion. It already is one, but I think we'll continue in that vein and really work with you to make that a reality. So I'll finish with that. And thanks a lot for having me here, and good luck with your future work. And I look forward to keeping in touch.
Thank you very much, Honourable Ambassador, for your outlook. It seems that the EUD, represented by you and Emma, we have a lot of common goals which can be achieved for the betterment of higher education in Bangladesh. Thank you very much. And now what we will do is move forward to alumni experience sharing. We have heard the current representative, both of us, we have talked, our previous 3 country representative, we have shared our experience. Now what we will ask is few of our alumni to share their experience, because as our previous country representative says, once an Erasmus, always an Erasmus. So why once Erasmus, always Erasmus? Because it has changed our lives in many ways. So next, I would ask our alumni Ishrat Jahan Anka to unmute and share with us how Erasmus has changed your life, how Amgmd has now shaped your career after the masters. Please.
Thank you, Rajan Bhaiya. Can you hear me, everyone? I am audible. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. So good morning from the UK, where I am now, and also good afternoon and all the greetings of the day to others, wherever you are. And I am Ishrat Jahan Aka. Of course, I am here as a proud alumni, first of all, and also EMA member. And I am very happy to be here attending this great event. And I would like to thank the country representatives, previous, current, and also, as we say, looking forward, and also our special guest. Thank you very much. As Rajan Bhaiya said, like I was just feeling so nostalgic, like how far actually I am here till now, because I am the alumni from 2017 to 2019. So I am one of the 89 scholars of the Erasmus. So that in the statistics. So I was thinking about that, and it was a great journey. And still, I feel like I am in the journey. I think, as already you mentioned, like once the Erasmus, like it's like forever, like lifetime. So the changes I would like to mention, like at the beginning, I was how can I say, like I was very contained, like as a professional person, or as a how can I say, as a well-being. I was really contained. I was very much like thinking about so much thing, but I was not able to do it. But now, after this course, I know how to explore, how to work with these things, especially with professional. I would like to say one thing that was really, how can I say, like great achievement for me, for say, like the course I was enrolled. It was a joint master's degree in aquaculture, environment and society, and it was jointly, what can I say, offered with Scotland, France and Greece. So when I was in the course, this course was coordinated from the Scotland, University of the Highlands and Islands, but after Britain exit, it was planned next to further, and now it is coordinated by the Greek University of Crete. So from there, the coordinator, he was also my previous master supervisor. So he offered our institute, where I am currently working in Bangladesh, Chittagong Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, as an associated institute to work with them. So I think it's all one of the great achievements that all our EMA member and EU delegations are working, like collaboration. That is our, that is our forward, what can I say, like a plan or like motivations. So yeah. So, and I was like so happy, like, okay, he is into it, and he was always like thinking about, oh yes, Bangladesh is a really good, and he knows me as Ishrat. And after that, I know also more Bangladeshi students are enrolled in the program, and also it is going on. And yeah, it's really nice to see how we are growing. And also I remember Ramkrishna Majumdar Dada, Sajjad Bhaiya and Rajan Bhaiya, and it's really nice to see how these things are doing really good, and their contribution. I would like to really thank all of your cordial and like heartiest contribution and your skillful contribution. You are really organized, you are really focused, and I wish you keep it up. And I also wish every success of EMA Bangladesh and also EMA Day. And also I would like to see more from this kind of collaboration. And thank you very much for giving me this floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would request my colleague Syed Mohammad Bakir to now move forward.
Thank you, Ms. Anka, for your wonderful experience sharing. Now we will move to one of the current students to share his experience. Mr. Rakib Raihan, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Definitely. Thank you. So it will be nice to hear what is going on now with you with the Erasmus Mundus program. if you can share some of your experience as you are the current
Yes,
student.
I'm eagerly
now.
waiting for that. Actually, I was hearing from the very beginning. So first of all, welcome, greetings from the day, and our chief guest. Thank you for His Excellency. And okay, if I start my experience, like I would from the first, like I'll say thank you to EMA actually. So it begins before my application. So I was connected all these people with these groups, like for Ashiqur Rahman via his session. So I actually, you can say that I'm a product of these seminars, kind of. I got like one of the most benefited students from these EMA team. So I used to see everything from all the seminars I attended. I used to attend all the seminars. So I used to gather knowledge from there. So finally I got into the program, but right now, like how it changed everything. So even last week, so I was talking with my course coordinator and he was saying that when you will be a graduate from Erasmus Mundus degree, like it will give you a good brand and it has a great value. And even I can see that most of our seniors, especially for my program, they are doing really good. Like most of them are having a Marie Curie PhD. They are doing a really good PhD in US, UK and other countries. So like it changed like the whole world, like the way I used to think. It gave me more that I wanted for, like the cultural diversity I got here. It's more than I expected. I never even thought before I came here. So overall, my experience with Erasmus, with EMA team is too good. As I said before, I got more than I wanted. And thank you everyone. Thank you Erasmus Mundus Association. Thank you everyone. Thank you Ashiqur Rahman, my honorable teacher. Sir Bakar, sir, I'm his direct student, by the way. Thank you, Rajan Bhai, and thank you, our chief guest. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Rakib. Thank you so much for your wonderful experience sharing. Mr. Rajan Bhai, please.
Yes, thank you, Rakib Brian. So the work that we do, in terms of organizing these seminars, now it has become webinar due to the pandemic, but it does reach people. And it changes their life with information. As Rakib Brian is a perfect example. Previously, we organized so many seminars and webinars, and people who attended them later came to the program. And because they came to the program by getting the information from the webinar, they want to give back. So they have become volunteers, active volunteers. Okay, I got benefited from these webinars. Now I want to speak in this webinar. I want to share my experience. I want to tell people how I found my perfect course, how I applied. So this is like a chain of reaction. We help the next generation comes in, and then they start helping the further generations. So it's wonderful. So now we will move forward to the main discussion topic. We wanted now that we have such a vast alumni gathering here, it is the best time to discuss how to further promote Erasmus Plus and Amgmd programs in Bangladesh. We are doing a lot, but there is of course scope for improvements, scope for giving ideas how we can do even more. I would also encourage our chief guest, our Honourable Ambassador, to share his idea if he has some ideas. So the theme was looking forward. So what are we looking forward to is how to further promote Erasmus Plus, Amgmd programs and European higher education in Bangladesh. So whoever has some idea, want to speak for 1 or 2 minutes shortly, please, I would say, please unmute and please go forward and share your ideas, and that would be really great. If no one has any ideas, maybe I would I'll request our EU delegation program of manager Jui Chakma. Maybe if you have any ideas, what can we do further to spread our reach in the country? Any ideas from your side?
Well, thank you very much. I think you're already doing a great, excellent work. But what I want to highlight in here that, like previously, we always extend from our side to support you. But I already mentioned several times, probably it's not possible for us to attend every kind of event from your side. But if you can arrange a big event where many of the universities altogether participate like a fair. So there we could actually attend. I don't know, Ambassador is also in here, but that's how I understand that. Otherwise, it's difficult from our side to attend like 30 to 40 programs in a year around. But whenever possible, please contact with us from our side. At least we could have our presence to motivate you, or also to motivate the other students as well, to also disseminate the information from our side that we are how this program is happening around the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Maybe I could just come in there if I may, if that's right.
Yes, please. We'd be happy to hear from you.
I just wanted to say, actually, yesterday I got a note from Brussels, and they were telling me about upcoming publicity for the program. So there's the plan for a worldwide seminar that will take place in November. That's being organized by our DG Education and Culture. But one idea that I did have is, when I was here last time between 2005 and 2009, of course, it was a very different Bangladesh, but in that time, we worked very closely on election matters. And we did an election roadshow around Bangladesh to talk about international standards and preparations for the polls in Bangladesh. And we went to many different centers around the country. And I'd be very happy to consider, perhaps at the right moment, doing a similar roadshow for Erasmus, where we would go together as the association and the delegation and go around to various key universities or key places involved in the program, just to present the opportunities there and perhaps generate a bit more publicity. I think you're already excellent at generating that publicity, but that could be a dedicated event for a few days where we actually travel around together. I'm not sure what the good timing for that would be, but perhaps we could give that some more thought. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds a great idea, but of course depends on when we actually can do a physical event like that. But hopefully soon, as the vaccination rates are going up very fast. So that's a great idea. We will definitely be in touch, and let's see what we can do regarding this. And maybe now I would request.
Okay, I have one point. Just I want to mention it.
Please go ahead.
Please.
Okay. For example, now you people are like Erasmus alumni. So if you can make a handbook like that, these students, they were previously in Erasmus Mundus Master's program. Now they are doing in, like, for example, they're working in their PhD, they're working in the industry. So if we would get any like handbook like that, so it would be motivated us.
Yes, that is a very good idea, Mr. Rakib, and we are very delighted to share this, because this is not yet published, but we are working on that. The IMA Bangladesh team is working to make a brochure or handbook for the Erasmus Mundus Master's Program, how to apply starting from very beginning to the end, and also it will also include the PhD programs as well. So we have the plan. We have our different coordinators in our Imabiti team. I will definitely mention Kem Salehin Milton, one of our coordinator of our team, and he's leading that job. And we will be done with that hopefully within next year. It takes some time, but we'll be there for that. And thank you for sharing your idea, and we are on to that. And we are almost running out of our time. And I would just request one or two other alumni or kind student, if they want to share any idea. And there are some very good ideas and a very, very good, wonderful idea from our Honourable Ambassador. And we'll definitely look onto that. And any other guy, please, Mr. Ramkrishna Majumdar, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I would like to mention to the ambassador and other European Commission delegates that as being an Erasmus Mundus alumni within the country, after getting masters and PhD, a lot of our alumni is working throughout the country. So whenever there is an event, whether it is roadshow or any event in different cities outside of Dhaka, we have already alumni located in various places and universities. For example, I am an assistant professor working in a Chittagong University of Engineering and Technology. So we have alumni spread throughout the country. Whenever there is an event, you can easily reach out to us and we can voluntarily participate and ask our alumni nearest to your location of the event. We can easily be a part of it at the initially, and we could eventually do in larger scale. Whenever you have a better plan, we could also support through our volunteer platform. So whenever you need something, you can reach out to us regardless of having any official collaboration. We could be a part still. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
I'd like to add something here with Mr. Ramkrishna Majumdar, as he said that we do have alumni, and I said it like we have alumni everywhere, not only in university. Of course, we do have alumni in every sectors. So Erasmus Roadshow, it is a great plan that is right now like some of EMA countries, especially Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, they're doing like 3 countries doing all together. Perhaps we could do something like that Erasmus Roadshow, of course, and we could invite some other EU countries if they want to contribute here. How they contribute, like there is a DAAD from Germany, there is a SI scholarships from Sweden. They could come here because we are not only promoting Erasmus Mundus, of course, we are promoting European higher education. So they could be one of the part. At the same time, we have opportunity and we have this logistic support from our alumni. Whatever we want to plan in any city, even if you want to think if you want to think to do something in Rohingya camp, we can do it there because we do have alumni there who are like from who are from United Nations and they are working there. So whatever we have planned, we are able to execute it. But the point is, we need someone from Bangladesh who is to be the leading point, who is to be the leading contact, and we can help them because our alumni are doing job in different places. But we need EU delegation as our leader, as the main focal point, who has to take the initiative, and we are there, of course. So this is just a suggestion from my side. If we think that EMA Bangladesh can initiate something, it is tough always for us because we are students, we are studying, we are doing jobs, and we are like recent alumni. But if EUD initiates something, I can guarantee you that you will find hundreds of alumni. Whatever you plan, you will find alumni there. And we do have a strong alumni base in Bangladesh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just in the same direction, in the same line, I would say, as you mentioned about other EU member states, I think France and Germany are 2 of the biggest countries in Erasmus. They have the most number of university as consortium. I think most of the people that go from Bangladesh to Europe, their first semester or the second semester is usually either France or Germany. So yeah, I think this kind of collaborative event, by taking the collaboration of France and Germany and also Spain, other EU member states that are present in Bangladesh, I think that would be a wonderful event because it will really show, this is something great about Erasmus and Erasmus Mundus joint master degree. When people say, okay, Rajan, where have you been for your studies? I went to Spain, France, Hungary, Germany for my studies. I did my master in 4 countries. And you should definitely see the face of people when I say it. They are shocked and amazed. They're like, how is this possible? Then I start, okay, this is Amgmd and this is how you apply. This is the program. So when we have multiple countries coming together promoting Erasmus Plus and Amgmd, that is the best thing that can happen. I also see one more hand from our recent graduate, SM Masoom Ahmed. Maybe he wants to add something to that. Please go ahead.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon. Actually, we both are actually on the same line. I'm Shine Sultanaiti, architect. Yes.
Going to join EMA
yes.
Luxembourg Day?
Yes, we are actually on our way to the train to join the EMA Day on Luxembourg. So I was wondering about one idea about awareness in Bangladesh. From my experience in this year, I have attended like 7 webinars as a speaker, and
I think the connection as the train is moving very fast.
What I learned from there and what I understood. Yes. So I was wondering that there are like 2 different university student positions now are here, that public universities that are like And we actually did a lot of webinars in those private universities, but not arranging a lot of webinars in different universities. We can actually go for to the private university owners association and do arrange a schedule for a series of webinars that will be open for all the university students, and we can connect with the private university owners association and collaborate with them and work with them, and don't make a lot of webinars, but make them open more centrally and more more connected and more well organized. I think it's just an idea to spread awareness. And all the public universities, these are actually autonomous. So that will be, I think, a bit difficult. But still, as all the public universities right now, many of them are actually arranging, combined public exams, public entrance exams. So I think there is also a chance that we can actually talk with these autonomous universities also and go for, central organization, not for going to every universities. Yeah, thank you so much. And see you in Luxembourg.
That is a good idea, I would say. Yes. I think what our alumni is saying.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt, Rajan Bhai. Just one more point. After study for maybe the humanitarian projects in Bangladesh or in other developing countries. So if it is possible for EU in the future that for the researcher who are graduated from EU, if there any funding just for their developing developing countries humanitarian projects, so that could be a great primary research funds. That could be great ideas, especially for Erasmus alumni. For EMI alumni, it's just an idea. Just want to share. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. I think we got the point, and the idea was to have not different programs in the same city, but a cluster of programs. So I guess it will be also easier for EU member delegations to attend only one program, which covers all the universities in one event. And also when people graduate from Amgmd, they have better skills, better experience. They can, of course, come back, help the public sector, somehow help the EU missions and different projects they are doing on. That is a good idea. And we are very short of time. So at this last moment, I would request our chief guest, Honourable Ambassador, if you have something in mind at the end of the program, how did it go for you? This is the first time we are meeting you, you are meeting us. So from our side, we are very happy. So we just want to hear a few lines from you at the end of the program.
Thank you so much, Rajan, and thank you to everybody for taking part. It's nice to see people tuning in from around the world almost. I think I found it very invigorating. I had no idea there was such energy behind the Erasmus Mundus program here in Bangladesh. So it's been a very good introduction for me to your work and to the fact that we have this great network that definitely should be used, whether it's used for promoting Erasmus or for other reasons. I've heard some very good ideas today about how that network could be used for development issues or in other ways. So there's lots of food for thought for us and Jui also. So we look forward to taking forward our work with you and trying to make the most of this network. And I hope we can see the numbers of participants from Bangladesh rise even further. I think with the kind of energy that I've seen today, the sky's the limit in terms of how many people we can get on this program. And I very much like the idea of teaming up with member states. You may know that our whole kind of key catchphrase now is Team Europe, which began with COVID, but is now extending into all our work, where we work with EU member states and play to our own strengths as a collective, not as just EU plus member states, but EU and member states in one basket. So there's no reason why we can't do that with our scheme Erasmus and the schemes of the member states that are similar to Erasmus. So thank you so much to all of you. I'm always available whenever you want to talk about Erasmus. I really want to take it forward in terms of the visits I make and how I can personally contribute. But I know Jui and others in the delegation have been working very hard to make sure that they keep our inputs as sharp and as good as possible. So I look forward to keeping in touch. Thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. With I think still beautiful weather outside.
Thank you, Honourable Ambassador, for your wonderful inspirational speech, and thanks to all of us who have attended today and graced the event. And we have already got out of our time. We're already over 1 hour, so I would like to again give thanks to all of the alumni, current students, speakers to attend the event. And thank you so much from my side. Mr. Rajan Bhaiya, you can give your thanks note and we can finish our program. Thank you all.
Thanks all for coming. I would especially thank the EUD representative, the Honourable Ambassador, and also the program manager. Two of them have attended. I really want to thank our previous country representative. This is a chain of succession. So, you know, it goes, the information was started by someone and then we are continuing the baton, and we really want the future generation to come in and spread the word. I really want to thank all the alumni that have graced our event. Happy EMA Day 2021 to everyone. I wish you all the best, and hopefully next year, the EMA Day 2021 will be a physical one when we are all vaccinated, we are all healthy, and we'll have a group picture standing side by side to each other in a wonderful location. So with that note, I wish everyone a happy Saturday, and thanks for attending. All the best to everyone from me and my colleague, the current country representative for Bangladesh at Erasmus Mundus Association. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy EMA Day. Happy EMA Day.
Happy EMA Day.
Bye-bye.
Happy EMA Day.
Bye.
Happy Monday.